Goosebumps are the breadcrumbs of the soul. Let me say that one more time. Goosebumps are the breadcrumbs of the soul. Today, as we dive into another Greater Life CoffeeCast on the pillar of health, we are exploring today, I guess you might call it spiritual health, but perhaps also mental health. And very much the intersection between health and meaning. So what am I talking about? Well, when I reference the idea that goosebumps are the breadcrumbs of the soul, it is the phenomenon I have noticed that when we are experiencing something that feels utterly aligned to our purpose, or is a moment of profound shared revelation, particularly where that shared revelation is emergent in its qualities. What do I mean by that? Well, it is flowing as the conversation between two or more takes place. And it seems to be that in the presence of such clarity, there is a quality of soul that is present, and that very often goosebumps will occur and hairs will stand on end. And my current working hypothesis on this is that this is because we are fundamentally electrical beings. And therefore, as we raise our voltage, our frequency, our vibration, whatever you want to call it, in these moments of personal or shared flow, then we experience the physical conditions of goosebumps or hairs being raised. And I share all of this because if you are a regular listener to this CoffeeCast or a reader of Greater Life's newsletters, and by the way, if you are tuning into this CoffeeCast for the first time, welcome. Thank you. I know that whilst the target audience, so to speak, is enterprising over 50s, for that is the group that we seek to do everything for in our growing little company of Greater Life, which is to provide a world-leading community to enterprising over 50s. And yet I know that there are some who will be listening to this who aren't over 50. And if you are, thank you, welcome. And so in previous CoffeeCasts and newsletters, I have spoken about flow states in abundance because for me they are one of the cutting edge areas of kind of human development, of spiritual connection, of they have been described as the optimal state of human experience. And thus far, my explorations have focused on individual flow. Yet there is a very real phenomenon called group flow, also known as Communitas, which is a sense of being utterly, deeply, profoundly connected to an emerging moment together. And on Sunday, I had the chance to witness such an event, such a moment. You will also have heard me, if you've listened to this podcast before, reference Alex Hormozy, and he did such a powerful job of launching his book and of engaging his audience and of being heartfelt that a crowd of somewhere close to 200,000 people was absolutely drawn together into the total presence of a single moment. And in that moment and in the revelation of what came in that moment, there was such a profound outpouring of joy and love that it really struck me that one of the things that is so missing in our world, as we have almost moved further and further apart from each other and more into screens, is experiences of shared wonder. And so that is my question to you today, is can you remember the last time you had a conversation where you or your conversant said, "Oh, I'm getting goosebumps," right? Because those are the magic conversations. And what could you do this week to seek out another or a group of others to cultivate something wonderful? Because if you are lucky enough that that rare state of group flow emerges, where you feel together like you are riding a shared wave of something immensely powerful and beautiful, then the benefits to our, potentially to our entire life are profound, because you may bring through together revelations, insights, plans, visions, clarity that is utterly transformational. And what is not in doubt anyway is that if you gather together with the intention of enjoying something wonderful, it cannot but bring beauty and magic into your week, and thus perhaps enhance your spiritual health, your mental health, and all aspects of your energetic vitality. So, this week, how can you cultivate group flow and explore and set the intention to share something wonderful? All right.